Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Joe here with Shooting Gallery New England. We appreciate you swinging by tonight now. So we're back to How To Wednesdays. Today we're going to restart our series on the Ruger 1022 rifle. Today we're going to be going over how to disassemble and reassemble this rifle. Hope you guys check it out. We'll get down to the tabletop and let's get right into work, okay? Alright guys, so today, like I said in the beginning of the video, we are going to be disassembling a Ruger 1022 rifle. It's a very simple process, and I look forward to doing this video for you guys. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like I said before, we're trying to grow the channel, and I'd love for you guys to subscribe, get all these great content coming down the pipe. So, there's some simple tools you're going to need to disassemble this rifle. First and foremost, you're going to need a bench block. This is a rifle-size bench block, got from Brownells. And for safety's sake, I have a Wheeler toolkit. It's a small little toolkit. I know in the last video we had a Wheeler trigger pull gauge I kind of trashed, but this is kind of the exact opposite. I love this tool set. I'm going to have a separate review coming for this on Gunsmith Alley, but this is like one of the best toolkits you can have. I bring this to the range, everything. Then, since this is just a simple disassembly, this can go on YouTube, but I will be putting this on Gunstreamer as well. Go check us out on Gunstreamer. I have a Grossi hammer, gunsmith hammer, rubber one side, brass on the other for non-marring. And I have some simple Allen wrenches. That's pretty much all you're really going to need. Then we will get right to it. Now the only thing I have to disclaim is this, for some reason I haven't upgraded this yet, but the barrel on this is stuck to the receiver. I'm going to have a separate video on how to fix that problem. There's two ways you can do it. One way is the smarter way, the other way is kind of the redneck way to do it. But for this purpose in this video, we are not going to be taking the barrel off the receiver, just because it's a separate way I got to do it. So let's get right into it. Now that we went over the tools, we're going to go over exactly how to do it. Now, first you want to take, and I have this Gorilla Grip fold-up tools Allen key set. There's three different ones. I got these from Brownells as well. I don't have an affiliate to Brownells, but I will include a link in the description to go exactly where you get these tools on Brownells. So first you want to take out this screw here. I'm going to go kind of fast too, because I know a lot of people probably have done this before, or you know, there's many videos about it, but I'm trying to focus on the 1022 a lot. Okay. And okay, get it to the point where it's already out, and you can hand unscrew it. Come on, there we go. Now, this is the easiest way so you know what direction the screws go in. Take it, place it in a linear direction off to the side, and then every screw will follow. Now, and for instance, this is in millimeters, so this is a number 4 millimeter Allen key wrench. Now, we're going to use this second Gorilla Grip fold-up set. This one is going to be the 9/64 side. Take the barrel band off. It's not that hard. I'm sorry if the lighting's all messed up. The lighting's kind of funky today with me. Get it in. And just... Now you don't have to unscrew it 100%, just enough where you can slide the barrel band off, because there is a set screw right here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. There we go. There's a set screw right here that you really don't want to lose. I usually just get it to the point where I can slide it off and have it contained right there. So I'll put that off to the side. Now, also, take your safety, put it in the middle, so it's going to clear the stock. So make sure the safety is halfway there. Okay, it looks like it's not going to focus, but make sure the safety is midway between. Now it's just going to pop right out. Now, it's like this. For some reason, I don't know why, but my receiver is a little bit wonky in the fit and finish section. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Alright, so I always keep it upside down because the pins in my receiver, I don't know why, but it seems kind of like loose fitting. But just take the stock, set it to the side. Now, this is where it gets fun. Hold on one second here, guys. I just came back from a meeting at work, so well, as I'm filming this, I have all my dress clothes on because for all you guys that don't know, I'm a car salesman during the day, and I came back from a meeting before I have to go back. But that's a little bit into my life. So now we're going to take our bench block, and we're going to take the trigger pack out. Now, this is where I'm saying it's going to be a little wonky. This rear buffer pin right here is just going to fall right on this gun. I'm going to eventually replace it because I want to kind of quiet the action anyway. So what I usually do on mine is I lower it, and I know this is going to fall out. So take this buffer pin and just slide it right next to the barrel band, because you know that's going to be one of the last things you got to put in. Now, what we're also going to do is we are going to get this screwdriver. Also, this has a pin, like a pin punch set. It's easier without having a set of punches. This is just what I do on my home guns. I have a set of Wheeler punches that are inbound that I like to work with, and I'm gonna put a separate review as well. But since they just, you know, you can push them right out, you can take that's a little bit too big. So, and I'll annotate this on the screen, the size of bit I'm using, and it's just a flat bit. It's not like there's a Phillips head on it, but you can use actual punches and roll pin punches as well. But I'm gonna annotate the size of the bit I'm using on the screen here. So, just gonna pop that in. Now, to pop the trigger pack out, you gotta take these two pins. Focus in a little bit. You gotta pop this pin and that pin out. Now, just push down. Push down. There you go. Make sure you guys can see that. Now, you're gonna push down like that. You're gonna feel the pin. I just pull it right out so it doesn't fall. Put it to the side. Then pop the other one out. Put it to the side. This is just the standard trigger pack. You can use this for cleaning as well. You can use this for cleaning as well. But I have the BX25 trigger. We're gonna have a video on how to install that as well. It's very easy. Now, put the trigger pack to the side. Now we gotta get the bolt carrier out. Another easy way to do this, just slide it back. Now I have to clean this like big time, so it's gonna be a little bit different. Now you don't really need it for that, so I just kind of pop this out. Alright, so now the charging handle went forward, as long as you guys can see that. It's very kind of, obviously it's all filled with carbon because I have to clean this thing like you have no idea. Now, I pull the charging handle out first, and then all I got to do is just slide this forward a little bit, and then it pops right out. Usually it shouldn't supposed to fall off the table, but as you guys can see here, this thing is full of carbon. Let's get that in focus. There we go. It is full of carbon. You can see the black soot on my hand. It is just caked. That's another reason why I'm doing this video, because I have to clean this. I have to clean this bolt so it's easier to go in and out. But I usually lubricate this very well. Anyway. So I'm trying to make sure this stays in focus. There we go. So yeah, it's sometimes it'll get stuck if it's caked in carbon. But just make sure you put some like CLP or shooter lube or something like that. Get a brush, clean it all out. Now, this is where we're going to kind of start the reassembly, because like I said before, this barrel is stuck to the receiver. I have another video that I'm going to be doing of how to do that, but all you would have to do is, let me use this as a pointer. Alright, so make sure this is in frame. Now, this V-block right here, this is where you're going to want to unscrew that, and you're going to take the same size as, so you're going to take the 4mm again, the 4mm screws, and pop this little V-block and these two screws out, and then theoretically your barrel is going to pop off. But for this reason, I have another video on it. That's why we're not going to do it. So that's how you disassemble it. We're going to reassemble it very easily. So again, easiest way to do it, take your charging handle. Again, this thing is caked. I'm going to clean this after. I'm not going to do it in the video. But take the charging handle, and for some reason, there we go. Again, caked in carbon. I shoot this thing like you have no idea. Now, let's make sure this gets in a little bit more focus here. Okay, there you go. I'll bring this up. Now you take the charging handle, make sure it's this way. Pop it in through the ejection port. There's a little nub. I'm not sure if I can, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up. My light kind of just crapped the bed on me today. There we go. There's a little nub right back here. You're gonna see it, and just make sure that you get the end. It's kind of like a tapered pin. Make sure you get that in there, and then obviously you're gonna wanna put this. Okay, this might be, okay, it's pretty much on frame. So what we're gonna do is make sure this lines up. It's another way to do it. Make sure you get the charging handle in this little configuration here. Same thing. So there we go. Is it in? Alright guys, so now we're back. Now here was the issue. Got a little bit of a flashlight here. Alright, so see this little ledge right there? You have to make sure the bolt clears that. Sorry about the cut. But you got to make sure the bolt clears this little lip, which is like kind of where the bolt rides. You got to pull this charging handle all the way back, and it's going to lock into place. So now we're going to make sure, I'm going to get some light. Alright, sweet. Lights off. Now we're going to take the bench block, make sure that's all set, and pop this right here. Didn't mean to hit that. Now, just making sure I got everything all set, guys. And then we're going to pop the trigger pin back in. Again, sorry I keep cutting, but making sure you guys can actually see this. Now, this is one thing I do want to make sure of. Now, this little flap right here, you want to make sure that's pulled back so it's able to well, it's pulled forward. It's going to be a little slot right here. This is kind of your extractor, so you want to make sure that goes in. Now, I'm going to pop this back in. Sometimes you got to do it upside down. Okay, make sure these holes line up. Now this is where the hammer might come into play. Pop that in. Take this. Now, I always use the brass side and just and also take the other pin. Hit the bolt release. Okay, so now we got this in. The bolt release is open. Just take the hammer and then just, you're gonna feel it hit flush. Top that in too. Your trigger pack is now back reinstalled. Now remember, this might not be with every case, but at the same time, just make sure you take this buffer retaining pin, slide it back in there, Sometimes you need a little bit of a tap to get it back in, and just hold it like this and keep it upside down. Now, to make sure, you want to make sure that your bench mat is also clear of any obstructions, so you're not always in the way. Just kind of keep it clean. Then, so take the bench block out of here. Now we're going to reinstall the stock. So this is, again, not the case with yours, but make sure you hold the buffer pin coming in like that. Now it's going to buffer, and that's why I say hold the buffer pin in. Now I have to call Ruger on this. I don't know why. Maybe this is just out of spec. I don't know what it is. I bought this gun brand new, and it shouldn't be doing this. And also, make sure that your safety is also in the middle position so it clears the trigger cutout for the stock. There we go. You're going to hear a definitive click back in. Now, slip it upside down. We're going to take the barrel band, slide it back on, pop it in. Okay. Take the 9/64 Allen key. Make sure you get it. There you go. And start tightening that down. Sometimes you have to hold the retaining wash on the other side together, but you shouldn't really have to in this instance. Okay, so that's nice and tight. Hand tight, guys, so you don't have to, crank it down, use Loctite, because, eventually, if you have a standard carbine like this with the wood stock, you're typically not going to be needing the wood stock all that much, because you'll probably switch it to a Magpul or something like that. Now we're going to take the 4mm Allen key. I use millimeters for the most part when I'm working on guns. And then take the other screw, and I usually hand tighten this down first until I can fully get it screwed into the receiver. That's the receiver screw. And just pop it in. Okay, you're gonna hear a little click in, and then there we go. You guys want to see my phone? Okay. Oh, look at that. It's going right in. Again, I don't use Loctite. I don't recommend it. And just hand tight. Boom. And just to be double safe, there you go. Look at that. I just knocked the light over, but it's okay. We got this covered. Essentially, and I'm going to dry fire this in a safe direction, just to make sure it's on fire. Boom. Functions properly. Alright guys, so that's exactly how you disassemble and reassemble a Ruger 1022. We appreciate you swinging by today. I'm really enjoying getting back into How-To Wednesdays as well. So, without further ado, let's get back up top. Guys, so, as you can tell, it's not that hard to disassemble and reassemble your 1022. As everyone's first rifle, typically between this and a Marlin Model 60, this is the easier of the two to disassemble. I'm gonna have a video coming soon on how to reassemble and disassemble a Marlin Model 60, but that's why I always tell people to go with the 1022, just because it's a lot easier to maintain, because shooting 22, it is gonna be a little dirty. We got a lot more videos on the 1022, whether it be the trigger, upgrading the bolt, putting a scope on it, obviously getting rid of this stock. I'm not a fan of the wood stock, but we appreciate you watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.